Right then, this one is a leftover special. It's kind of like I mean, it's a breakfast burrito, but it is something that you can have during the day. It works really nicely as a lunch dish, you know, an afternoon snack, but it is a case of using leftovers here. I've got a little bit of kind of like dirty rice that's left over. Rice that's been cooked with a little bit of smoked paprika, some chili flakes. There's some sweet corn in it. Just a bit of leftover rice. It could be plain rice if you wanted to. Right, here is some chorizo, and I'm going to put that into the pan. Nice frying pan. I'm just going to sweat it down a little bit, all on its own, no added oil, right? So that oil that it's got, its own natural oils will come out and start flavouring that pan. And to go in it, I've got some mushrooms, so I'm just going to slice them thinly now. So I've got some spring onions. They're a little bit dry, they're a little bit ropey, but you know, they're all right. We're just chopping them up. So they're ready to go in. The white and the green. Okay, as the chorizo's frying, it's rendering out all that fat, and you can see it beginning just to coat the pan. Okay, so there's bits of that chorizo fat beginning to coat the pan, and at this point, I'm going to put in my mushrooms. All right, we're going to cook them out with the chorizo, and at the same time, the dirty rice. Okay, the leftover rice. We're just going to kind of like heat it all up and sweat it all down together. That'll take about 3-4 minutes. Got 2 tomatoes, fairly roughly chopped, skin on, and 1 avocado. I'm just going to use half of it in this recipe, alright? And this will make 2 super thick, lovely burritos, okay? I'm going to skin the avocado and then slice it. 1 green chilli, sliced, and it depends how much of it you want, okay? I'm a big fan of chilli, spice, heat, so I'm going to use all of it. And some fresh coriander, chop that as well, but roughly stalks as well. The stalks are really soft, but loads and loads of flavour in that. Don't be scared of using the stalks of coriander, it's delicious. So the rice, the chorizo, the mushrooms are all just beginning to cook out, mix together. It might need just a little bit of extra added fat to it, because if you think there's no oil in this, it's just the chorizo. So I'm just going to put a knob of butter in there and let that melt down, and once that's melted down, I'm going to add to it a couple of eggs, mix it together. You can end up with this kind of like spicy, ricey egg mix. Okay, now in this jar, got some leftover kind of like pickled red chilies. Just going to put in 3 or 4 slices. Big fan of these. Spicy, but also got a bit of sweetness to them. And then I'm going to crack in 2 quite large eggs. Stir it about, mix it together, and the egg binds everything together, okay? Kind of making this lovely eggy rice combination. That's it, that's simple. Tomatoes, spring onions go in, turn the heat off. So now you've got that base level of the chorizo and the egg and the rice. But the ingredients that we're adding to it now give it a freshness, make it come alive, okay? So the tomatoes, the spring onions, the chopped coriander and the green chilli. Mix it all together. Then get a piece of tin foil and your flour tortilla, one of these great big ones. Just a wrap, any kind of wrap will do. And then put some of this mix in. And don't be shy with it either, okay? You want this to be quite filling. Pack it in, make sure it goes the full length. And then on top of that, some of this sliced avocado. And then, and I mean a load of grated cheese, okay? Now this is cheddar. And cheddar's really good for this because it will bake really nicely and it will melt and it will hold everything together. Okay, and then you just bring the tortilla over and wrap the whole thing together. And don't worry about it breaking up. And then the tin foil nice and tight, okay? And the ends, squeeze them down. Do the same thing with the second one. 2 burritos ready to go into the oven, 190 degrees. I don't know, 15 minutes? Okay, 15 minutes later. Oh my god, they smell so lovely. Look at that. Yeah, I'll put it on a plate, making it like a proper, look, see, for me, something like that, the flavours that are all mixed in there. Oh, it's hot, it's spicy, those green chilies are lush. But you've got that lovely bit of avocado. And do you know what, this is something you can bake, you can leave to go cool, take it with you wherever you know, around the garden, wherever it is you're going. And it's called a breakfast burrito because it's got those scrambled eggs in it. But you can have it any time of the day. Such a lovely way of using up a few leftover ingredients, stuck from the fridge, wrapped in a wrap, stuck in the oven.